Eventually I've got down the lake and met up with Pretty Boy after my 4th attempt of trying. He's normally too busy catching fish everywhere. So anyway, I've come down the Snake Pit in Essex, come to see him, see what he's doing. Only one on the lake at the moment. He's the only hard man fishing on the Snake Pit during the week. But anyway, what I've come down is to get the 25 questions out of Carl, aka Pretty Boy. So here we go, let's put him to the test. We're going to Carl, favourite venue and why?
Personally, I'd say it to be Friday and Fisheries over in Gatestone. I spent 3 years over there, done really well. Last season I'd done exceptionally well. Had 48 bites, landed 48 fish, had 4 different 40s, a 50, numerous 30s, and I just enjoyed it over there. The good crack, good bunch of lads, and just enjoyed my time over there really. Like I said, I've moved on from there now, but that's probably got to be my all-time venue, just from being there and sort of the crack of the lads. It's good.
Yeah, you had a great time on there, didn't you?
Yeah, really good time, mate.
Yeah, some decent people over there. That's what we want. Here we go then, favourite capture and why?
It's hard, this one, because I've got a lot of favourite ones, but I think for me it's got to be Stomper's Linear out of Snake Pit here. It's an absolute exceptional fish, obviously very sought after fishing here. A lot of history behind it, and for me is, you know, I had it and I still couldn't, I sat down and couldn't believe I actually finally caught it. Obviously still one more to catch in here, and that would probably be my best fish after that, but at the moment it's definitely Stomper's Linear's my top of the list.
Yeah, and you did a piece for us in Bivvy Talk.
Yeah, done a piece for yourselves on that, which is good.
Alright, and here we go. Have you any targets and new waters coming up?
I'm just on Snake Pit at the moment. I'm just acquiring a St Ives ticket at the moment. I'm going to go and spend the year over there. Like I say, for me, Snake Pit's got a lot of history with it, but St Ives has got a hell of a lot of history with it. Somewhere I want to go, just big waters, do my own thing, and sort of get something going over there. So next year is sort of like, hopefully, I'm going to concentrate on the shallow pit and the lagoon. Like, my old target is obviously catch a fish out there, and obviously hopefully some of the historical originals out there. So that's my plan for next year.
Yeah, some nice ones in there still.
Yeah.
When you go around, do you have a rig you use all the time, or do you chop and change to deal with different situations?
A lot of it is scenario. You know, I do like my chods just because I'm a long distance angler. I do like to cast a long way, and I know it's, you know, it's always presenting. This year over on Snake and throughout the years, I've used all sorts of manner of rigs. It's a lot of it's situation, what you think. I've been watching for, like, over Snake is different, so I can actually see fish feeding and work out, determine what sort of rig they pick up.
Yeah.
Other waters I fished, you can't really see the fish how they feed, so you've just got to go on previous captures and something you're reliable and caught a lot of fish on. Like for me, it's like basically chods, combi rigs, and just basically simple stuff. Really, I do have a few little sort of little specialties I do myself, but a lot of it is just sort of keep it simple and carry on from there, really.
Yes, especially if you can see them eating.
You can see them eating. You can see if they're tipping up, or so, you know, it's just at little edges. You can sort of just tweak it a little bit or make it slightly longer. You know, on the Snake Pit I've been using rigs sort of a foot, 18 inches long. You know, other times I've been using them sort of 6 inches long. Yeah. But obviously it depends what you're fishing over, and with your particle boilie fishing, like I say, you've got to sort of adapt your rigs to what you're fishing with, and obviously what you're fishing over.
Yeah. There you go. Bit of secret life of Pretty Boy there. Where are we then on the questions? What would be your ideal venue and stock?
Ideal venue? Ideal venue would probably be big pit, lots of snags. Like I say, I'm a long distance angler. I love casting, you know, to the sky and over the moon, really. Like obviously fishing tight margins, overhanging tree work. Stock wise would have to be obviously everyone's big fish, but I just want sort of like St Ives, I want a sort of historical sort of fish. So I don't want to go to a stock wise sort of, if I could pick the top 100 fish in the country and put them in, I wouldn't do that. I'd like to go to a lake that's got history about it and sort of try and catch original fish. You know, that's my sort of thing. You know, I like the pretty ones. And I don't, you know, no offence to Simos, but the Simo's a Simo and the originals. You know, that buzz doesn't matter if it's £20 or £50. If you've got a pretty fish, that's what you want. So I like, you know, big, snaggy, and lots of pretty fish in there.
And all to yourself?
Oh, all to myself would be great, yeah. I might invite a mate along, but you know.
What, just to bring the food down?
Yeah.
If you were given £10 for your food rations for a 48-hour session, what would you get?
Food wise, well, that would be a packet of fags. I wouldn't really have much food left after that. After ration me fags, but probably my favourite at the moment is Tesco's. They do a chicken vegetable fajita mix with the fajitas. So I think I'll definitely go to Tesco's and get myself a couple of packs of them for £2, be £4. Pack of fajitas, £5. And probably have a five, probably go on beer, I reckon, to pass the time.
Yeah, because you're so hungry, you need to have a beer.
Oh yeah, you got to have a beer with it.
Wash it down. What's the funniest thing you've seen on the bank?
Funniest thing, this is a hard one. Lots of funny moments. God, probably when we was kids, we done a little trick. Was at Runswater, like with kids, and my mate was getting little bites. We changed his spools over. So obviously, as he got a bite, obviously the rod went ripping off. He hit into it. It's actually the wrong rod. And watching him as he's half asleep trying to play this fishing rod it was quite funny. So that's probably got to be the funniest thing from like a kid's sort of scenario.
Do that on here.
Yeah, doesn't really matter on here. Doesn't really golf very often.
What's the worst thing you've seen on the bank?
Worst thing I've ever seen, probably dangerous wise, was in France, and mate was casting to a far margin, about 120, 130 yards, pulling for a break, and obviously as he thought, obviously a line's cracked off. A few seconds later, my mate was sitting his bivvy like this, and the lead come through the side of his bivvy and went through the back of the bivvy, like literally about 8-10 inches away from his head. That was quite scary. So, you know, the speed of that leg coming back, it was ridiculous. And if he'd have been sitting a little bit further over, I don't even want to think about it. But that was quite a bad experience watching that come flying across the lake.
It just shows rugby's got nothing like a tough sport like fishing.
Rugby ain't about that. Fishing's the worst sport going.
If you could change one thing in your fishing past, what would it be and why?
Fishing past. Probably when I was younger, I was stuck on sort of club waters catching more fish. I thought it was all about quantity, not quality. Obviously now I've grown up a little bit. I'd probably
only a little bit.
Yeah, only a little bit. Yeah, I'm still a kid. I'd probably like to go back and sort of do a bit more, go on a few different waters if I had the time again. And sort of as I am now, I'd like to get sort of, instead of just fishing for the sake of it, go and actually targeting a fish like I'm doing now. But you know, we could all say doing that, but I've still got plenty of years in me, so hopefully I can make up for me last time and go and do it now. So
that's the one. And you seem to be doing all right catching up anyway, mate. So, have you got any fishing heroes? If so, who and why?
Fishing hero, I never. This thing like regretting the past. I've never really done the whole hype with magazines and anglers and stuff like that. I never, you know, I've obviously seen a few people. One of them is like Ian Chilliot, Chilly. You know, I sort of done a bit of time with him flying, and he's every time I work at the shows, every time I see him at a show, he always takes the time to sort of stop, chat to you, and he's just a, you know, genuinely nice bloke. You know, you get anglers out there who think they're a lot bigger than they are and won't talk to you, but with Chilly, top bloke. Another one, Jerry Hammond, obviously I fish along with him at Mad Baits. Yeah, again, his angling ability and what he's caught, and yeah, again, another nice bloke. You can talk to him on the bank, no problems, and I like that about, you know, anglers out there. You know, have got the name, got the reputation, do it for a living, but I've still got time of day for other people, not, you know,
stardom bound.
Yeah, stardom bound. You know, once they get to sort of caught a couple of big fish, I'm better than you, but you know, each their own. But them two definitely, Jerry and Chilly, definitely both them two. So.
Do you think the changing carp fishing over the last few years have changed for the better or for the worst?
This is one of them ones which is debatable. I think it's got for the better, for obviously a lot of people doing obviously advertising stuff, which obviously makes fishing a lot safer. But on the other hand of it, anybody now can go out, buy a setup, and they're a carp angler. I've got two things I say: you've got carp anglers and carp fishermen. The carp anglers go and angle for the carp. The carp fishermen just sit there and, you know, they've gone and got the gear and they're fishing. That's the only thing like better and worse. Obviously, fish safety now is, you know, second to none. But on the other hand of it, there's so many products out there. I think that people are sort of getting wrong ideas about using correctly, and there's no there's no way people should be using incorrect stuff now. But you still get it, unfortunately. But like I say, for me, I think it has got better in some ways, but worse in other ways.
Yeah.
So sort of bit of both, really.
Yeah, got you. So all this technical gear, what's coming through, is great, but they need to learn how to use it properly.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's education. You can bring out the best thing in the world, but someone can still use it wrong. You know, there's no excuse for it nowadays. You get the packet, it says what is on the packet, what it's there to do, how to use it. It's not hard, but it's just that educational side of it. They read the magazines, they go and buy it, they use it, but a lot of it I don't know why they're using it. You know, my background, I come in, I sort of started float fishing, and I always class it, you've done the apprenticeship of fishing. You start with float fishing, you learn how to handle fish, and it's a lot of it is just educating people and doing stuff like this, and you know, they should be educated nowadays. But if, you know, pleasure anglers, they go out, catch fish, and that's what they go and do. So it's up to them what they do, but just keep fishing safe and just take notice and don't be scared to ask people.
Yeah, definitely, that's the one, mate. Okay, here we go on the quick fires. What's your bankside entertainment?
iPhone.
What annoys you the most on the bank?
Annoys me the most. Anglers, really.
Other people.
Other people, yeah.
Best film?
Best film. Oh, it's got to be Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Best book?
Book? Well, I don't really read.
Can you?
What?
Can you read?
Oh, just about. I can just about read. Best book? Probably Chili's Light My Fire.
Best radio station?
Kiss all day long.
Football or rugby?
Football. Rugby's the wrong shaped ball.
And they're too tough.
Yeah.
What music you into?
R&B, hip hop, normal sort of stuff, really.
Bivvy or brolly?
I'm in between. I've got I've got a Tempest, so it's sort of brolly bivvy, but if I'd say bivvy because I've never really been into the whole brolly thing. So
Bacon or sausage?
both together with tomato sauce.
Yeah. Sweet corn or maggot?
Sweet corn.
Bream or cats?
Oh, bream. Oh, cats. Cats. I don't want bream.
Biscuit or crisps?
Ooh. Crisps.
Crisps. Finally, what's your best piece of fishing advice you can give to people?
What I said earlier, just keep it safe, keep it simple, and don't do anything. If you've ever got any queries, don't be afraid to ask anybody. At the end of the day, everyone's got to start somewhere. You know, I haven't just come out here and started catching fish by luck. You know, I've sort of grown up and asked people, and the best thing to do is if you ever stuck on anything, ask. You know, you've got your things like iPhones nowadays. You know, you can go on Bivvy Talk or, you know, anything like that, and if you're ever worried, just click on there, Google it. And there's so much out there nowadays. Your sort of, you know, fishing capabilities that you can get off the internet and help your fishing. You know, we're all here to help people. You know, don't be scared to ask anybody.
Don't think you're too, you know, don't be too modest to ask.
No, you know, the thing is, if you're fishing in the water and someone's catching a lot of fish and you're sitting there blanking, go and ask them. You know, most people nowadays, you know, go fishing, will talk to you.
Yeah.
You might get the occasional secret squirrel, but, you know, you get them in all lakes. But, you know, it's just, biggest information is just keep it safe. You know, at the end of the day, it's not you catching the fish. You want to catch it, you want the next person to catch that fish in the same condition it was before you caught it. You know, people don't want to catch a fish that has been tethered up or ripped, you know, male's been damaged. You know, they're creatures. You know, keep them safe and for the future. You know, there's a lot of big fish in the country, you know, die of old age. We want to keep them as long as we can, you know, so everyone can get the, you know, get the sort of adrenaline buzz out of catching them.
So we're back. So basically, just keep safe, ask questions, catch better fish, fish safety, and you know everyone will be happy on the bank. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. It's what I mean. It's just fish safety and fish etiquette. That's another one of my pet hates. Fish etiquette. If you go next to someone, ask where they're fishing. Don't just whack a rod out. You know, we're all here to try and have a good time. You know, it's the biggest. You know, catching a fish is the bonus. You got keep everything safe, keep chilled out. You know, and then people have tight lines, catch PBs, and that's what it's all about.
Yep, that's one. All right, thanks a lot then. You've got through your 25 questions
just about.
there, just about. And so thanks a lot, and Cole, for that. And Cole's going to be coming on the Bivvy Talk tours with us next year, so
Yeah,
you're going to
looking
see
forward to
you're going to see plenty of them next year, and over the winter months.
Definitely.
Thanks a lot, Cole.
No worries, mate. Cheers.
Bye.